Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always make the right decisions? From the outside, it might appear as though they possess some supernatural ability that guides them unerringly towards success. But the truth is, they've simply mastered the art of decision-making. Every day we're faced with countless decisions, some minor, some life-altering. These decisions, big and small, shape our lives and determine our future. They dictate our happiness, our success, our relationships, and our sense of self. And yet, how often do we really think about how we make these decisions? The ability to make good decisions is not a matter of luck or inherent talent. It's about learning to navigate the complex process of weighing options, considering consequences, and choosing the path that will best serve us in the long run. Decision-making is not a talent. It's a skill that we can all learn and master. The first step in any decision-making process is to identify the decision that needs to be made. It's like setting the coordinates on your GPS before you start your journey. You need to know where you're going, but how do you do that? By understanding what the decision is about. Imagine you are at a crossroads. One path leads to a charming town, the other to a bustling city. Which way should you go? The answer lies in understanding the decision. Is it about finding tranquility or seeking adventure? To clarify the decision, gather as much information as possible. What are the characteristics of the town? What does the city offer? The more you know, the clearer the decision becomes. Remember, you can't make an informed decision if you don't fully comprehend what it's about. A clear understanding of the decision at hand is the first step towards making the right choice. Once the decision is clear, the next step is to weigh your options. This stage is all about brainstorming. Let your mind wander, jot down every possible choice, no matter how outlandish it may seem. You never know where the golden nugget of wisdom will come from. Next, it's time to evaluate. Look at each option and list the pros and cons. Be brutally honest with yourself. What are the potential benefits? What are the possible pitfalls? This process is not about making the decision easy, but about making it informed. It's also crucial to remember to consider as many options as possible. Don't limit yourself to the first few ideas that come to mind. The wider you cast your net, the more likely you are to catch the best solution. Remember, the best decision is not always the most obvious one. Keep an open mind, and you'll be well on your way to making the right choice. Every decision comes with consequences, and considering them is a crucial part of the process. In the stance of decision-making, the next step is to envision the potential outcomes of each option. This is where you put on your fortune teller's hat and predict the future. But remember, we're not just looking at the immediate fallout, we're also peering into the distant horizon. Imagine each choice as a path leading away from you. What does the landscape look like a few steps down each path? Those are your short-term consequences. Now squint your eyes and look further. What do you see miles down the road? Those are the long-term consequences. It's essential to weigh the short-term against the long-term. Sometimes the path that is smooth and easy in the short term leads to a steep cliff in the long term. Conversely, a rocky path might lead to a beautiful vista. The right decision is the one that leads to the most beneficial outcomes. With all the information in hand, it's time to make your decision. The process of making a decision can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. You've identified the decision that needs to be made, weighed your options, and considered the potential consequences. Now it's time to take all that information and use it to make the best choice. Choosing the best option isn't about picking the perfect answer, it's about making the best possible choice based on the information you have at this moment. It's about being decisive, confident, and committed to your decision. Remember, no decision is set in stone. You can always revisit and revise if necessary. The most important part of making a decision is trusting yourself. Trust that you've done your due diligence, that you've considered all aspects, and that you're making the best possible choice. Trust yourself and make the decision, knowing you've done your best to consider all aspects. The decision-making process doesn't end once you've made your choice. It's crucial to take a step back and evaluate the decision you've made. This is the part where you assess the outcome. Did it meet your expectations? Did it solve the problem at hand? If it did, well done. You've made the right choice. But if it didn't, that's okay too. Remember, not all decisions will lead to the expected outcome. Every decision, whether it brings desired results or not, provides a new learning experience. Think about what went wrong. Was it the information you based your decision on, or perhaps the way you interpreted it? Understanding this will sharpen your decision-making skills for the future. Consider this evaluation phase as a feedback loop. It helps you refine your decision-making process, enabling you to make better, more informed decisions in the future. And remember, every decision, right or wrong, is a learning opportunity. Making the right decisions consistently is a skill that can be mastered. This journey we've embarked on together, from identifying the decision to evaluating it, is a testament to that truth. It's a process, a roadmap, if you will, that guides us through the intricate labyrinth that is decision-making. Let's take a moment to revisit each step. We start by identifying the decision, understanding what's at stake. We then weigh our options, exploring possible routes to take. Next, we consider the consequences, projecting potential outcomes, and finally, we make our decision, stepping forward with confidence. But it doesn't end there. We evaluate our decision, learning and growing from each choice we make. Each step is a building block, a piece of the puzzle that, when put together, can lead us to making the right decisions. And the power of right decisions, it's the power to shape our lives, to sculpt our destiny, master the art of decision-making, and unlock the power to shape your future.